How to restore battery capacity. I/LL tell everyone how to restore battery capacity. The recovery methods I use are the two new X series of batteries. Come to the conclusion. Have greater credibility. Specific approach. Your Dell 700mAh battery by any means. The beginning of discharge. The HP V089AA battery is coming 6% the previous time, that is, 8%, 9% one can. And the built-in power management IBM open. View the battery information in the status detail, which is showing WHC current changes are occurring per second, continuously decreasing, but when the capacity dropped to 6% mark this point, you will found this WHC not suddenly change, but what is true of other voltage changes, and the original 8% to 7% of the time may be as long as 2 minutes, but the 6% but did not move a long time. My situation is generally 7 to 8 minutes later, only 6% of it suddenly become a 5% of your total battery capacity, full value, increase to a WHC ranging from 2 WHC. After you are willing to whether the battery capacity has been the use of light is not important, and does not have any meaning. However, please note, if you have been repeatedly before the battery discharge read many times, you begin to be a test case, is likely a result of the first significant decline in battery capacity. But it may in future increase in recovery. But certainly with the battery capacity are the general trend of declining use. One of the most important thing is, be sure to, the beginning of discharge, the battery is coming 6% the previous time, that is, 8%, 9% one can. And the built-in power management IBM open, view the battery information in the status detail. So that this process must be displayed in the current state. That must be the eyes to see him in constant change. If the only run in the background are used regardless. This experiment confirmed that I have. I dare say this because I have my first one is to use a new HP 446506-001 battery X series to do the experiments 40 to 50. We found that rule. Of course, after I find an excuse to torture me this much battery go fast replacing the blue. Are using the new for the X battery. I just use this method of maintenance. But I suggest if you are new user, do not use this method. I recommend this method to the battery capacity has dropped to about 37, 38 users, with some of them more meaningful. For those who have more than 40 WHC user I really think that there is no need to do this experiment. Because it is impossible to the high of more than 42, 43. Moreover, the battery every time the red discharge is bound to result in the decline in capacity. This method is only a short period of time can make the restoration, but the overall time curve, the batteries are going down the route. Amadendron dished out a lot, which means everyone is to look to understand before deciding whether or not hands. Clinics to save battery ruin.